What's going on? What's up? It's Mr. Tycoon Trader, and today I'm going to show you guys how I mark up my charts, how I find supply and demand setups, and just what I do on a daily basis when it's time to take a trade. And if you have any questions in the chat, just drop the question, and I'll do my best to get back with you as if I'm so busy. All right, y'all. What's up? So the first thing I do after I pray and work out is I go to CNBC. And basically what I'm doing, I'm just checking for any news that may affect the market. And also I like to be well-rounded about what's going on around me in the world. Okay, so right here, we got the Trump's trade war. Here's Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett. Right here, they're talking about the futures and look, they talking about the beef prices are soaring. So, it's going to be $20 hamburgers pretty soon, okay? So I just want to know what's going on around me, all right? Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to Forex Factory. From there, I'm just trying to find out, I'm looking for red folders. Anything that's associated with USD, like right here, I'm looking for red folders. As you see, it's a meeting at 9 o'clock, and we all know the market opens up at 9:30, so you got to be very careful when you're trading. If it's around news time, all right, we call this the news right here. Okay, all right. The next thing I do, I mark my charts up. So I go to the daily, find out what's going on the daily. As you see, we're green right here. While I'm at it, I'm gonna mark off my support and resistance zones. Just in case price gets way up here, I know there's a possibility it may fall down. Vice versa right here with my support. Price may come down here and bounce up. Okay. So after that, I'm going to my 4 hour and I'm doing the same thing. I'm just looking at price. Right now we're green again. All right. I got my support and resistance lines up there. After that, I go to the 1 hour. All right, to the 1 hour right here. Let me zoom. All right, and as I look at the 1 hour, I'm looking at price. Price is green. I'm looking at all these breaks of structures. So we're in the uptrend. Okay, and how I know we're in the uptrend is this white line right here. That's called a 20 EMA, and as you see, it's following the trend, and price is very, very close to it. It's almost acting like a support and resistance. Price is bouncing off it. Okay. And so the 20 EMA is basically going to tell you what the trend is. All right. What the trend is, that's what it's telling you. Okay. All right. And, after that, I started looking for setups. Most of the time, if not all the time, a setup is going to present itself to you. Right. You don't have to go looking for it. You find your setup. Whatever you trade, I trade supply and demand, right? Since the market is going up, I'm looking for a demand play, and so that's what I'm doing. So let me find one right quick. And as always, you always want to trade with the trend, okay? You never ever want to trade against the trend. If the market is going up, you need to be looking for a demand play. You know what I'm saying? If the market is going up, you need to be looking for a demand setup. If the market is going down, you need to be looking for a supply setup. All right. If the market is in a range, well, I don't know what to tell you because I don't trade that. Now, I don't trade in the range, so I don't know what to tell you. All right, gang, here we go. So the market is trending down. First thing I'm doing, I'm looking for a setup. All right, I'm looking for a setup. All right, so I see a zone right here. This is my supply zone. And how I know it's a supply zone, I mean, you can look at what's going on. You know, got these huge candles right here. That lets me know that smart money is in the building. All right, so I draw my zone. And all I'm looking for, all I'm waiting on, I'm waiting for price to tap my zone. That's going to give me a signal to go and take the trade. Okay, so right here, this green candle right here, price has tapped into our zone. If you were to jump in right here, that would be called an aggressive trade. Okay, you jumped in right here aggressively. Okay, now if you want to be a little bit more cautious, then you can be a little bit more conservative, right? You could have jumped in right here where this red candle is right here. Once that formed, you're like, okay, the seller's in the building. All right, now it would have gave you a minor scare because it did go up a little bit, but ultimately, boom, it came all the way down. So that would be a great supply play right there, you know. So, and always, as always, you are trading with the trend. Remember this 20 EMA I was talking about? What is it doing? It's trending down. Okay, so that's a great supply play. All right. All right, gang, here we go. So here's a perfect demand setup right here. All right. So you see this big push up right here. And we also have our red candle right here that started the whole push up upward trend. And all we're doing is waiting for price to tap back into our zone. As you see, price tapped into our zone. You could have jumped in right here and took it all the way to the top. That's supply and demand for you, baby. Right? And also, look at these beautiful breaks of structure. Look. Boom. Broke this structure. Let's go. This structure right here. Well, let's see. Yeah, this structure right here. All right. So this structure was broken by this structure right here. So whenever you see a break of structure going in the direction you need to trade in, that's a good indication right there. All right. So that's supply and demand, and best believe I'm going to be dropping some more supply and demand videos so that you know you can get it drilled into your head. At the same time, you're on the charts, you're practicing, and it's going to come to your second nature. All right. So everybody be cool. See you later. Peace.